Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this episode on the FJR top Sellerie lowered gel seat. Oh, I missed the word deluxe. Anyhow, it's got deluxe in there as well. I've been promising to bring you this video for 3 months, probably. And the problem has been the weather, because the weather has been absolutely appalling. And every time I've wanted to go out for a long run so I can actually fully test the seat, I have used the seat, I have used the bike and I have used the seat, but only for short runs, so 10, 20 minutes, that type of thing, not really for a long period, so I haven't had a chance to give it a full test. And today, so far, I've been on the bike for about 40 minutes to get to here, approximately 40 minutes to get to here. And so I thought I would start by giving you a rundown of the seat. Now, first of all, when you get on the seat, it feels very, very firm indeed. And you think, well, this is not going to be comfortable, but I've now been sat on it for about 40 minutes, maybe longer actually, and it is very comfortable, though I have to say that because this is the lowered one and they've taken some of the padding out, it's not quite as comfortable as the seat on my Deauville, which is the standard seat, because the Deauville is slightly lower. It's not quite as high as the FJR. By about an inch, I think. It's not much, but I think it's about an inch. So this seat is a bit harder because it is the lowered seat, and can't remember where I'm going here. I think it's straight on. Never mind, we will go straight on. It is the lowered seat, so it is a little bit harder. Now, one of the interesting things about the one on the Deauville, not this one, is the longer you sit on it, you actually sink into it more. And you do sink down. Now, this one being the lowered seat, obviously there isn't as much padding or whatever. And I noticed that I haven't sunk down as far as I have on the Deauville. It does actually drop a little bit, not much, but so I can't flat foot both feet. I can flat foot one or the other, but certainly the balls of my feet are touching the ground, so it's very, very comfortable. You'll probably notice there's no national speed limit sign. The sign is actually the town sign with the red line through it. That tells you you're in the national speed limit, whatever that is. Anyhow, getting back to the seat. So it's very, very comfortable. It's a little bit wider than the original seat that came with the motorcycle, the standard Yamaha seat. So it is a little bit wider than the standard Yamaha seat, and but it is comfortable. And I think part of that comfort comes from the fact that it is wider as well, giving you more to sit on. And although I've been sat on it now for about 50-55 minutes, I certainly think I could sit on it for a good couple of hours or more without any discomfort, whereas the original Yamaha seat would be getting a bit uncomfortable by now. We're going to go round the roundabout because you're not allowed to do a left turn there, sorry. So I need to learn my left from my right, would be useful. The last time I came down here, this road to the right was closed for some reason. So we might have a look down there later on. 3 mills, 3 moulins. Yes. So, yes, it's very, very comfortable, and I would imagine that if you have a pillion passenger, because the pillion one is the normal height, it is the actual, real height. It's going to be super comfortable for the pillion passenger as well. Though I haven't actually had chance to sit on it, as I tend to be the rider, the pilot, as they say in France. Yes, you pilot a motorbike. Honest. No, I don't think I've been that fast. So, my thoughts. The Deauville seat, because it's the standard size, the standard one, and the seats are identical. They're the identical seats, except for this one is lowered and the Deauville one is not. I bought exactly the same model of seat, no difference. The Deauville one is more comfortable because there's more gel, more padding. Right, I'm just going to stop for a moment because we're about to go past a very nice country house. And on the right hand side, whoa. And what I'll do is I'll just have a spin round the car park, and so you can get to see it, because it is rather nice. There's a motorcyclist behind me. He's realised I'm going in. The last time I was here, this wasn't the best quality of road and parking area, but we'll pull over and block everybody, I think. Where shall I go? I shall go down here and see if I can pull a U-ey without dropping the bike. Doesn't look like it. So, take a bit of care. The problem is that this is an interesting road surface, and right, so I shall stop just here and let you see. Do a bit of a panoramic sweep with the camera, and hopefully you'll see it all. I could go and visit, but not today. So that's a rather nice little chateau on there. Right, getting back to the seat. As I said, they are identical model. It's just the fact that the FJR one is lowered, and anyhow, where were we? Ah, yes. The seats. So if you can take the full-size standard seat, then do so. And as I say, the gel is fantastic, it really is. I think it makes all the difference. They actually cut the gel into the foam, so it doesn't actually make that much difference to the height of the seat. It's still the same height. So, my recommendation, buy it. Simple as that, buy it. It's looks good, it really does look good. It is much more comfortable. This one, as I say, is a bit firm, being the lowered seat, but I still strongly recommend it. So if you need to lose about half an inch off the height, then go for the lowered seat. It does lose approximately half an inch, and it does make it much easier when you have to get your feet on the floor. I mean, the Yamaha is such that you once you're moving, the FJR is such that once you're moving, sorry, there was a idiot in a GTI, Golf GTI behind, coming up at a humongous speed behind me. So I was making sure he could see that I was slowing down. So yes, buy it. They look good, and they are good to sit on. And I've been sat on this now for over an hour, and I could certainly sit on it for another couple of hours, unless I actually stop to fly the drone. I will be on for about 2 hours or so. Are you in the middle of the road, madam? Interesting. Pull over into the parking spaces to be a nice person. Sal Polyvalent, which means you can do basically anything there. Multi-use, basically. So here we are, Blondie Les Tours, or Blondie Les Tours. If you become a patron, I'll actually bring you down here as one of the patron tier rewards. This is part of the day trip, which is about 6 hours riding. It's an 8-hour trip, about 5 to 6 hours riding. We stop and have coffee. You can stop and have a look at the various sites that we go and visit and things like that. I'm guessing that the cafe here will be closed. If it isn't, I might just stop for a noir. Let's have a look. See if it's open. Pelforth Auberge. No, it's closed, unfortunately. Have to remember priority Ardouat. So anyhow, we'd come down here. You can actually get into Blondie Les Tours. During the summer, it's certainly open. a woofer. So this is on part of the run, is to come down through Blondy-la-Tour, and then we go off towards the east of Ile-de-France through some really interesting twisties, and we go to another old town where we have an excellent Italian restaurant, and I do mean excellent, for lunch. They've got a lot of these wayside shrines in France where someone is said to have seen an apparition or something like that, and you find them virtually in all the villages. These things exist. Right, well, anyhow, so getting back to the seat, I strongly recommend that you get one. If you're even in the slightest doubt, then stop doubting anymore and put your hand in your pocket and get it ordered, because it does make the bike look a lot better, and it is very comfortable.